Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and I am back, and we got a lot of things to talk about. In the lawsuit update, did the court just deliver a big blow to the SEC's case? We'll be talking about that today. We'll talk about the charts, what's been going on, what is happening, and how overall we are going to get this show on the road when it comes to the price of XRP, because I know a lot of you are getting frustrated, and I feel your frustration as well, and I don't want you to think that I don't feel your frustration. I do. And today we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the charts, what's been going on, what is happening. So let's get right into it. The court has provided back-to-back rulings over the past 24 hours on the ongoing legal battle between Ripple Labs and the United States Securities and Exchange Commissioner. In the last 24 hours. I mean, this is insane, how ferocious this is becoming, right? So the motion is granted in part and denied in part. So there is a lot of going backwards and forwards going on, right? So in a court case, there is some things that Ripple wants, and there are some things that the SEC wants. And when it comes to what the SEC wants, they haven't had it all their way at all. So there's been a lot of going backwards and forwards around what has been going on, and a lot of the things that they want have actually been denied, and that is really, 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 really exciting, from a Ripple win perspective, right? And so in this article, it talks about how some of the latest things that have occurred have been denied to the SEC, and that is super, super, super exciting. So, is history about to repeat itself? We'll talk about that today as well. Where are we at right now? We're in a crossroad right now. So, are we heading up, or are we about to see, really, really low XRP prices? So we'll go over that. We'll go over all the possibilities. What is possible? Are we going to go see a couple more weeks of $1.60, $1.70, $1.80, and just go backwards and forwards and then explode? Or are we about to go down by a bit? So I'll talk about that. So Amazon could definitely use XRP's ledger federated sidechains according to Ripple CTO. Now, I do want to mention, and I do want you to know that this was by Ripple's CTO. So this wasn't Amazon making this statement. That was Ripple CTO saying that the XRP ledger federated sidechains can be used for the Amazon sidechain. So it's important to note that, right? Because a lot of people get confused, they get really hyped, and they say, oh wow, Amazon's going to be using XRP. No, that's not what they said. They said that Ripple's technology could be used by Amazon. And why this case is so important in the world of cryptocurrency is that all the partnerships that Ripple have been building for years are all secret at the moment. Once this lawsuit settles, the true partners of Ripple will come out. Right now, they're not. Why? Because they're in a court case. Your Amazons, your Apples, your Googles, they're talking to XRP. They're talking to Ripple. They just don't want you to know because Ripple's currently in a lawsuit. So it is all happening behind the scenes, and it's going to be super, super, super exciting to see happen. So will you see a $100 XRP in 2022? We'll just have to wait and see. We will. I won't tell you that now because, right now it's important to look at what is happening today, what is happening tomorrow, and what is happening next week. And right now, there's no point talking about 100 because we need to get to 10 before we can talk about 100. And so that's really, really important for me for you guys to know that. And we are facing a bear cross, and so I want to talk about that today and what that could mean for the price tag. Right now, Hong Kong is discussing CBDCs in its fintech strategy report, and more nations and countries will be talking about this. And it's really, really, really exciting to know that XRP is right in the thick of it for the technology that Ripple have built, which is the XRP ledger. So times are good, It's a great time to be in crypto. It's a great time to be involved with XRP. And while all this legal clarity is going on, if you've never been in crypto, if you've never been in XRP, it is truly a great time to get involved because the prices that you see in 2021, you won't be seeing again in 2022 and beyond. And once the legal clarity comes on board, and all the true partners come out of the works, it's going to be really, 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 really exciting for Ripple and XRP and all of us holders. So good times ahead. Now the court gives Ripple executives the go-ahead to obtain XRP info from 16 foreign exchanges. I think this is massive. This is going to be huge. What Ripple finds from those exchanges and what conversation those exchanges had with the SEC is going to be legendary. So I'm really, really looking forward to discover what Ripple find from those conversations. Let's jump into Atani. Let's see what Atani is telling us. As I've previously stated, I don't normally bring to you BTC information on the charts, right? But we just had a monster volume of traffic come through literally in the last couple of minutes as I was building this, and it just stood out. Like, it just stood out from a mile away, like the actual volume that came through over the last couple of minutes. So we'll be keeping a very, very close eye on this, because if we look at it on the hourly, the volume that has come through, that volume has come through very, very quickly. And so what is about to happen here? Let's wait and see from a BTC point of view, and what does that mean? However, from an XRP point of view, at the time of making this, we are sitting at 85 cents, and it is 1.63% down on the day. Now, if we go into all the indicators and jump on and, just check out, the volume, how much trading volume has been going on the last 12 hours is not very much, because you can see from the Bollinger Band just how little movement there has been, right? There's not been that much movement at all. The RSI is sitting in the oversold, and the MACD is sitting on bullish, but there just hasn't been a lot of volume happening over the last couple of 12 hours. Same with the daily. So the daily is the same. The RSI is sitting into the almost oversold. MACD is sitting on a bullish, but the Bollinger Band, it's sitting like there's not been a lot of volume that has been going on. So it's important to understand this, right? And to look at this, because we are in a crossroad. And when I show you the charts in a minute, you'll understand what I mean by this. We are in a critical moment. This moment is a very important moment, because this moment is the question mark, or do we go up and fly, or are we about to crash the price into the 40s and 50 cents? And that is something that I'm going to be talking about in a couple of moments, because it is important to acknowledge that when you are in a crossroad, you either fly or it dumps, and it dumps hard. So let's have a look at the drawings. Let's see what they tell us. Okay, so first things first, I want to show you this, right? Because this is a Sorry about that. I just had the mic come off for a couple of seconds. So we are in a critical moment, right? And this triangle is the do nothing triangle, because it just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But it is about to come to an end, and that is the critical component of the discussion today. The discussion is that, are we going to see 80 cents and then fly into $1.05 and break out and move forward and keep pushing forward? Or are we in a situation where this could go down, and could go down quite significantly into the 60s? That is the question right now. And when you get to this critical point, it'll go either way. And until we have a confirmation of which way it's going, we don't really know. And it really is that. It's like that. We don't know where it's going, right? It could go up or it could go down. Now, I do believe that we still have the 105, the 130, and the 172 target, because I do think it will break out in a bullish segment. I think this is what's about to happen. And then we will break out of the 80s, push into the 90s, $1.05, and then continue to move forward. But it is also important during these times to acknowledge that if it doesn't, then it will be going down into the 60s. And so what's really important today is to keep an eye out over the next 24 to 48 hours, because we're either going $1.10 and beyond and really kick off the bullish market, or we could be sitting in a situation where we break into a negative downward trend into the 60 cents and then come back up and move forward and beyond into the bullish patterns that we are going to see. So nothing's changed as far as price movement or where we're heading or anything like that. But keep an eye out over the next 24 to 48 hours, because you could potentially see prices drop. if we break out of this in a negative sense. Now, if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you all so very much for the passion you show for the channel, and I look forward to see you on the next one.